can you fucking believe this guy? Mark Cuban. I mean, if he hasn't had some of the worst takes over the past 4 years, because he's another one of these billionaires who just has a terminal case of TDS, this is quite possibly his hottest take, or at least something that he tried to do, but it quickly got slapped down as just being retarded. Now listen, Dallas is not the best representation, at least current day Dallas isn't the best representation of Texas at large. Okay, it's mostly just becoming more and more of a blue city, leftist blue, not like traditionally the Democratic southern states blue. Just like Austin, how it's just all been infused by Californians and leftist thinkers. Like, I've been to Dallas a couple of times. It's a beautiful city. I haven't been there since, I think, 2013 or 2014, so things might have changed quite a bit, and I would love to go back because I love the state of Texas. People were great there. This is just a fucking brain-dead move, and I've been to that arena. I've been to the American Airlines Center. It's gorgeous, and the fact that they're going to be having, people in the stands here, and most of the people that go to NBA games might be sympathetic to this move, but the wider population is not going to be on board with not playing the national anthem before a sporting event. Like, okay, all of the backlash that the NFL faced for playing the black national anthem, I thought that maybe the NBA might pull that shit, but then I recalled, and you guys might remember as well because we covered it at the time, that Adam Silver, commissioner for the NBA, Nosferatu to his friends, he said that they were going to be dialing back at the start of this season here all of the social justice messaging. There's no Black Lives Matter on the court. Everybody's at their own homes, or their home venues rather. And there's been more COVID outbreaks at different points in time, but whatever. It hasn't really proved to be a successful season for him so far. Looking at the ratings, it's fairly obvious, but we shan't beat that dead horse. What we'll do is try to walk this back, because yesterday it came out that Mark Cuban, owner of the Dallas Mavericks, said, yeah, he's not going to be playing the national anthem. For the first 10 games of the regular season, they played at the American Airlines Center. It was without fans. The club had fans for the first time on Mondays. That 127-122 win over Minnesota. Thank God you beat a team that stinks even worse than yours. Not to be that's totally unfair. Dallas actually does have a couple of promising young players. Is allowing 1,500 vaccinated essential workers to attend games for free. How fucking noble. Cuban didn't elaborate on his decision to not play the anthem, saying nobody had noticed. What a dick. Literally. Like, to do that, something that's an institution, okay? You bring in a singer for the championship game or for the championship series to always sing the national anthem, and then you just think that, for my regular season games, I don't need to do anything like that. I don't need to consult with anybody because of that. But, okay, maybe you're just going to do that for your own team. I think eventually your players might, I don't know. It's the NBA, some weird shit might happen, but somebody might want to step up. Somebody coming in, I'm sure that there are conservatives that play in the NBA, or maybe just even regular Democrats that are like, shouldn't we be standing on the fucking at the top of the key waiting for the national anthem to play? What's going on here? But their roommates, as it were, Dallas Stars also play there. They said that they're playing the national anthem. They don't give a shit. And especially this year, because they'll have to be adhering to the same stupid policies that the NBA is. All the Canadian teams are playing in one division, and they aren't going to be crossing over until, I think, the Stanley Cup, whenever the fuck they're going to put that shenanigans on national television. But yeah, they said, fuck it, we're going to be playing that. Mark Cuban doesn't speak for us. The Dallas Stars announced Wednesday that they will be playing the national anthem ahead of games. The announcement came in contrast to Billionaire Mark Cuban earlier statement that, the Dallas Mavericks aren't going to be playing the Star-Spangled Banner. Playing of the national anthem is a time-honored tradition, and the Dallas Stars will continue to perform the Star-Spangled Banner prior to our games at the American Airlines Center. And you know what? Last year, at the continuation of the NHL season, they also partook in a bunch of the different social justice causes as well. They canceled the games of the night that Jacob Blake was shot, and it was so tragic, and they took a knee on the ice, and it was all nauseating. So this isn't just one association being ideologically rigid and the other one being the NHL. No, this is just one league saying that, you know what, fuck it, enough's enough, this is horseshit, and our fans aren't going to stand for this. Well, frankly, they're going to have to, because they're continuing to play the national anthem, but that's besides the point. And it's actually a moot statement, because There's a reason Mark Cuban didn't consult his boss, because he would have told him to get fucked, play the anthem. Because after the Stars made their statement, the NBA made theirs. All teams will play the national anthem in keeping with long-standing league policy. League policy that apparently Mark Cuban thinks that he's above. I'm just going to move Meghan McCain's fat ass off that screen because she is getting less and less attractive. Like, she started at like a 4 and now she's starting to look a lot like her mother and her old man too. So it's this floor's getting lowered. Mavericks have not played the anthem before any of its preseason and regular season games, ESPN reported. Oh, okay. I thought he just said that they did that to coincide with the 1,500 vaccinated people. This is ABC News, though, so who knows. On Wednesday, the team announced that it would play the anthem before its matchup against the Atlanta Hawks. There you go. This is just the test run. We'll get into that after we're done with this. We respect and have always respected the passion people have for the anthem and our country. No, you haven't. You just contradicted that self over less than 24-hour period. Nobody noticed, and I'm not going to elaborate on my position. But we respect everybody having a passion for the national anthem. You know, that country that afforded you the luxury to turn your lifestyle of flipping websites into a billion-dollar empire. I'm not going to besmirch him for being a shrewd businessman. I'm just going to call him a pussy for acting like just a social justice fruit. But we also loudly hear the voices of those who feel that the anthem does not represent them. Okay, then move to another country. We feel that their voices need to be respected and heard because they have not been. Really, all of those millionaires are going to tell you that their voices are not heard. You're going to go ahead and let the tyranny of the minority, and that's not a double entendre, go ahead and wreak havoc over your public image of your sports team. Unbelievable. No, if he was successful in doing this for 10 games, I just think that he sure as fuck is going to continue to try it again. And if it's not going to be him, it'll be some other owner in a much more blue district, like the Knicks. Maybe not the Knicks, but, one of those very deep blue cities, which is practically all of them. And if it's not the national anthem, it'll just be a couple of other just peeling backs of Americana and then just slapping up more CCP imagery. But I'm glad this got stopped. At least right now, so credit where credit is due for Adam Silver telling him that, no, you're going to be playing that fucking anthem. And I can't believe we're having to have that conversation. But Mark Cuban, dude, I used to like you a little bit, but I don't know what the fuck happened. Too much TDS, pal. Your shit's terminal. And with that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.